Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here. Welcome to more Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage. Okay, so... Oh, brother, not this level. This level's so long. I hate Zephyr. Pretty sure Zephyr hates me too, but I'm not gonna freaking bother with that. But, yeah, so that's gonna be kind of the thing that, yeah, so that's gonna be the, yeah, that's gonna be the interesting gist of that. Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to say the least. So, but April Fool's was yesterday, so I'm recording this on the 2nd of April. One thing that I found hilarious was the fact that I was planning to watch Samurai Jack. I was waiting for it to start. Yeah, I waited for the time because apparently apparently people are saying the new episode of Rick and Morty was out. I'm halfway interested in that series. I'm not fully interested as my cousin is, so that's the series that doesn't really interest me that much. I'm more into like I said before, I'm more into Mike Tyson Mysteries. I think Mike Tyson Mysteries is a better series than freaking Rick and Morty. I mean, Rick and Morty isn't bad, but I don't think it's as good as Mike Tyson Mysteries. Even though it's a longer time period, I don't think it's that good. Come on over here. See, I think Mike Tyson Mysteries is a better series. Mike Tyson Mysteries is just hilarious. And just the fact that there's so many hilarious parts about it. There are so many other funny parts I haven't even realized existed in the series. I'm still waiting on season 3 of that too. Hopefully they don't pull. There's supposed to be another third season. I saw something for an episode on it the other time, but yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Where you friggin' a-holes get out when I think it's where that bird is. But yeah, that's... Yeah, that's one of my favorite... That's one of my favorite shows, is Mike Tyson Mysteries. Just because of how funny it is. Like, it's like off-puttingly comical, but it's still pretty darn funny. Yeah. Yeah, it's... One series that I thought was hilarious just from the start of it. Just because of how funny, like, the whole thing is. Like, one of my favorite parts is the freaking pigeon in it. Like, Pigeon's hilarious. Most of the lines that are funny are coming from him. One of the freaking... Yeah, one of my favorite lines is freaking... one of those freaking lines is, like, where he's, like... Like, the first episode is, like... Where, like, one of the girl characters young is, like... I want to figure out why my real mother abandoned me to my Mike Tyson doorstep. He's like, maybe because they didn't want you. There, mystery solved. He's like, she's like, you're an asshole. I was like, no, you're an asshole. Yeah, that series is freaking hilarious. Yeah, that show is freaking funny as hell. Well, so that's how you kill those birds. Okay, so they're down. Okay, so we took care of those freaking... Nope, too high. Nope, too high. That's just right. Yeah, nope, not quite. Thought it was. It freaking peered away. A little bit more. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so... Yeah, this level is like... It's like longer than most levels, just because of what has to be required in it. It's like, my gracious... Like, gracious me. You didn't need to make it that long, pal. Yeah, I guess that's how they wanted to do it. Let me collect all these gems. I probably could have did this later. But I'm choosing to do it now just because that's how picky I am. Oh, there's no more. Okay, so we're good here. Yeah. So yeah, we're not done here yet. Yeah. I'm hoping to freaking get back into a mature series soon. I said. Oh, that's good. I guess this is always a fortunate find. Or fortuitous find, I suppose, yeah. Yeah. So The title game is tomorrow, and it's North Carolina Gonzaga. Everyone's like, North Carolina's gonna cruise. I'm like, I don't think it's gonna be that simple, personally. I think it's gonna be an instant classic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so it's kind of yeah. So that's kind of yeah, it's one of those things that you just don't look for. But yeah, I think it's an interesting thing. What? So yeah, that's one of the things I'm really looking at. But I think I said this before. My second team is the Ravens, and I think their draft strategy should be to, I don't know. They lost a good amount of offensive linemen, so now I don't know. At the beginning, I was thinking that. I was thinking edge rusher, but now that strategy might change. Because now the Ravens have lost some linemen. And I think, yeah, they get to either an edge rusher or a lineman, depending on what falls to them. If Tackle Charlton falls to them, I want him. Because quite personally, Tackle Charlton might be the best end in this game, and not named Myles Garrett. Because that dude has a lot of length. I think he's gonna be a freaking he's gonna be an edge. He's like DeMarcus Ware. He's gonna be a guy who's in between. Yeah, he's gonna be that guy who plays in between. Yeah, he's kind of like DeMarcus Ware. Yeah, where he's gonna kind of play in between both roles. Yeah, he's gonna be the guy who plays in between. Yeah, that's how I view him in the pros. And another thing that I think people need to stop doing is, like, with draft prospects, it's having such a delusioned view of what players can do. It's like, really? Like, everyone's thinking, oh, we just grab a running back deep. Like, yeah, we tried that, and Wendell Smallwood ain't that good. Sorry. Yeah, we tried to draft running back deep in this draft. Guess what? Wendell Smallwood ain't that good, bruh. He's not that good. Like, personal opinion, I think he's kind of crap. Yeah, I don't think Wendell Smallwood is that good. Like, personal opinion, I don't think he's that good. I don't think he'll be a very good pro. I think he's a... Yeah, again, he's a good number 2 at best, and really nothing more. He's a number 2. He is a number 2. This is the deepest corner draft in history. You will find a corner. You can find 2. Like, guys that are going to be taken day 4 and 5 are going to be starters. Maybe not like dominant number 1s, but they're going to be guys that play every day. They're going to guys be playing every week, unless they're hurt. Like, I'm not worried about the depth of corners in this draft, because the depth of corners is insane. Like I said, the deepest, and I think running back is, like, there's some good backs, but I don't think the well goes that deep. Oh my gosh, there was this freaking thing. I was talking with this guy, he's like, oh, Clemson backs are bust, and he wants to draft freaking Corey Clement. And all Wisconsin backs have done is bust out of the league one by one by one by one by one. Well, I suppose there's James White, but James is like a depth guy. He's not like a number 1 guy. Like, I'm talking about guys that are going to be straight number 1s. If Wayne Gallman is going to be a number 1, he's going to be a very good back in this league, in my mind. Like, he's going to be a very good number 1 back in this league. Like, he's going to be a dominant number 1. In my mind. That's the way I see it. He's going to be a talented back. He is a talented, gifted running back. No question about it. The dude can play. Wait, no. But, yeah, anyway, back to my thing. He is a gifted back in this league, and I don't think it'll take him very long to be good. And he's a day 1 starter. Day 1 starts right away. He's a guy who's gonna get taken in the 2nd round. Like, what? I'm trying to think of what running back he reminds me of, because there's a different style that he has. He reminds me of. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, that's the thing, is that he reminds me that much of that back. That kind of gist. But yeah, so that's kind of what yeah, Yeah, so that's kind of what he reminds me of in terms of that, the kind of style. That's the kind of back, like, he's Jamal. To me, he's Jamal Charles without the ACLs. Hopefully he stays that way. He's a powerful back. He's a bigger Jamal Charles. He's kind of got that authoritative run style, where he's a power runner. He's way. And if some guy's like, oh, he's CJ Spiller, I'm like, get the hell out of here with CJ Spiller. They are not one and the same. Gallman is way better than Spiller. That guy is nowhere even close. He put CJ Spiller to shame. They're two totally different packs. You can't even compare them. Because Gallman's an authoritative type back. Gallman runs with that kind of powered authority. Yeah, he's a pure power runner. He's not like a guy who's gonna frickin' make like he's got speed, but his calling card is his strength. And I think he's a guy who's flown under the radar. And I hope he stays healthy, because if he does, he's going to find a niche somewhere, and he's going to be very productive for a very long time. Damn it! That's gonna cost me time. You little asshole. This is what makes this level so long. Hurting these little assholes. This is what makes it so long. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the thing. Yeah, it's kind of the thing. Like, the thing is that Gallman is like, he's going to be very good in this league. And there's no question in my mind he's going to be talented. He's going to be very good in the league. He's the top 5 running back, I think. I think they're tied, but he's like Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, and Wayne Gallman all have a lot of similarities between them. Like I said, if Dalvin Cook falls to Philadelphia at 14, they have to take him. That's a situation where it's not even like the second thought process. You take him, your running back conundrum is settled. You take him, your running back conundrum is solved. That's it. That's the end of the issue. Issue is gone. Solved. Bam, boom. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. That's a situation where it's done, it's solved. You don't need even to think about it. I'm like, what's there to think about? You take Dalvin Cook and don't even go back on it. And know that you got your #1 running back who's an absolute, and I've said this before, he is an absolutely perfect fit for Philadelphia's system. Absolutely perfect. And that's how I feel about Corday Tankersley. But I'm worried he won't be there now. I'm worried he's not going to be there now when the Eagles pick in the 2nd round. Like, that's the thing now. I worry that a team like the Cowboys are gonna take him, and that's the thing. They're gonna take him, and it's gonna piss me off. They're gonna take him, and it's gonna piss me off. The Dallas Cowboys are gonna take him. That's one of the things that's gonna make me mad. The Dallas Cowboys are gonna take him. I'm like, dude, damn you, Dallas. Like, I don't want. Oh, let's say, why do you want frickin'? I already did what you just asked me to do, you little asshole. I just did what you asked me to. Or what you were going to ask me to do. Yeah. Yeah, this isn't hard. I already know where they are. They're over here. Again, you need the climbing thing. So if you haven't got that, well, boo-hoo. You're not getting that level done today. Not today! But my point still remains. But that's likely gonna be how the case. Okay, you're down. But as I've said before, Dalvin Cook is the best back in the, like between him and Fournette, it's 1A, 1B. It's take your pick and you can't be wrong. It's like that one thing. Take your pick and you're not going to miss it. Like, it's one of those decisions that you're not wrong which one you pick. But it all depends on your... And I don't think Leonard Fournette is as fit for what Philadelphia needs him to be able to do. Like, I don't think he fits what Philadelphia's need is. Philadelphia needs a jack-of-all-trades back, and Fournette's routes are terrible. But the one thing that I hear about him is that he can't run routes very well. Sometimes the guy who's defending him will run the route for him. And that's a concern to me with a guy like that. Like like the guy will, like the running back, like the guy will like run the route for him, and that's a concern. Is that the guy will run the route for him. Yeah, and the guy will kind of run the route for him, so that's a concern to me. Is that there's that type of play, like he's a like that's the thing I hear about Leonard Fournette all the time, is that someone else will run his routes for him. He's not a very good route runner. His pass blocking also isn't very good too. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with running backs. That's why I don't want to take Deontay Foreman, because his pass blocking is terrible. And he's gonna get Carson Wentz killed. I feel like he would have been the #1 back if he had stayed in college. Like no doubt about it. #1 running back in high school, #1 back in college. He would be the definitive #1. Like if he had stayed in school. But I think that's going to hurt him. He's not staying in school. Yeah, I always kill those. Don't I? Yeah, I always kill those. Like, he would have been the undisputed #1 back in this draft had he stayed in school. But, he didn't stay. And now he's probably going to find himself on the bench for his first 3 years. That's one of those things where I think something would happen in his family that made him want to go pro and get paid. Well, he's probably going to be sitting on the draft board a little bit. Like, he's going to be sitting for the first few years. He's going to sit. Like, Wayne Gallman will probably start over anyone. Like, a few running, like, I think he's going to be the #1 back for them. No question about it. Well, maybe there are a few select teams. But he definitely he's gotten a lot of comparisons to DeMarco Murray, which I think isn't too off base, given the size comparisons, but he's definitely faster than Murray. But, yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that I think would be kind of a beneficial thing to him. Yeah, is that he? Yeah, I think it would be beneficial for him to sit a year. Yeah, not Gallman, Foreman. Well, I honestly think Foreman's gonna be sitting easily his first 2 years. Most of the time, he's gonna be a third stringer. I'm being honest. Like, that's what I see for him. Is he's a third stringer his first couple of years because his pass blocking needs a lot of work. That's a TLC type of situation. Like where it's gonna take him some time. It's gonna take him some time to get that down. Like that's one situation where I wouldn't mind Joe Mixon either. Like perfectly honest. Like that's an entire gifted situation. Like where someone is gonna take him is gonna have to face it, but hey, you're getting a very talented back, so I don't think it'll matter too much to them. I don't think they're gonna lose much sleep over it. I mean, the NFL is a second chance league after all. And he's kept his nose clean, so I would take him. But again, I think Philadelphia will have addressed that by then. I'm hoping. If Cook is gone by then, I wouldn't mind them trading back and getting Kamara. Kamara's gonna get taken in the first round, maybe. I wouldn't mind Alvin Kamara at all. Like that's a situation where if he's the plan B, I'm fine with it. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a situation where I wouldn't mind it at all. Yeah, where I'm looking at that and I'm like, nah, I don't mind that at all.
Whoa!
There's a situation that would not bother me. So yeah, I would look at that with some with that, I'd be like, yep, I'll take that. That's one of those situations that would be A-okay with me. If he's our plan B, that's fine. That's fine. He's plan B, okay, that's fine. A-okay with me. Yeah, if he's plan B, fine with me. They're almost the same back. And Chimera is going to be a very talented back. The dude is a hard worker. He's humble as hell. He is the guy that's going to get it. He's going to be a very good back. And I have him as the third best back in this draft. I have him as my number 3. That guy is going to be good to whoever takes him. Anyway, so with that, this has been Dark Kirby 14. See you next time, more Spyro 2 Ripto's Rage.